Uri Avnery is a well-known Israeli peace activist, writer, and journalist. He came to Israel from Germany in 1933 when he was 10, his family fleeing Hitler's rise to power. As early as 1947, he proposed an alliance of Jews and Arabs to create what he called a Semitic community and common market. Ha'olam Hazeh, a leftist magazine he founded and edited for 40 years, repeatedly proposed a secular Israel as part of a two-state solution with the Palestinians. And he proposed similar ideas in the Knesset, the Israeli parliament, where he was a member for 10 years. Because of his outspokenness, he's faced attempted kidnappings, assaults, and an assassination attempt. In 1982, he inflamed the Israeli right by becoming the first Israeli to meet Yasser Arafat in war-torn Beirut, and they continued their relationship for many years until Arafat's death. In 1993, Avnery founded the Israeli peace organization Gush Shalom, which he continues to lead today.
We are a very egocentric people. Maybe every people is, but we are a little bit more. I think Israelis have been conditioned by the Jewish past, as it is being taught in Israeli schools, and of course by the Holocaust, into a kind of psychology of the whole world is against us, we against the whole world. And this has a very serious impact on our behavior as a nation. We don't care very much what other people think about us. We very much want them to think good things about us, but we don't care very much what they think anyhow. Everybody has been brainwashed into believing that we are the most moral army in the world. This has become a kind of trademark, the most moral army in the world. And therefore people cannot conceive why other people look at the war and at Israel in a different way. And we now see that Israeli reporters from everywhere in the world are reporting about this, that public opinion in this and that country has fundamentally changed, that we are not anymore the little David fighting for his life against dozens of nations who want to destroy us, but rather we've become the Goliath. Israelis know next to nothing about Palestinians and Arab culture. They don't learn a word about it in school or in university, and in the army they hear the opposite. There's no respect for the Palestinians in Israel, except in very small circles. No respect for Arab culture, no respect for Arab religion. And this is part of the general picture. You see, we are living in a colonial situation. I say colonial in quotation marks because I don't think you can compare our situation and our conflict with anything which ever happened in the world. It's unique.
I've never lived through a war yet in this country. I don't want to live through a war with Iran.
We've seen many wars.
You've seen many.
We are used to wars more than we are used to peace. We're not used to peace because we have never seen peace in this country. But another war is always a possibility, because another war is always the easiest way out. Israelis are not afraid of war.
But it seems
Israelis are afraid of peace. In Israel, there's now incredible, unparalleled sensitivity to the loss of life, of Israeli life. This being so, you can only fight either of two kinds of wars. Either an air war in which no foot soldiers will be employed at all, just creating destruction by aerial bombardment. This is one possibility. And the other is by destroying everything in front of your army. Both ways mean huge civilian losses. Go back to America. The early settlers would have been quite unable to behave the way they did if they had not considered the Red Indians, Native Americans, as savages, as non-people, as people who can be dispossessed and driven out or killed without any compunction, because we, the whites, belong to a superior race and to a superior culture. And this is an unavoidable component of any colonial situation. And we have this too. If the Palestinians would have been equal to us, if we would have to look at the Palestinians in eye-to-eye level, we could not do what we are doing. Peace has to be made between two peoples, two nations. And if you demonize one nation of the two, then you are not bringing peace closer, but you push it away. And it's actually immaterial whether you demonize the Palestinians or demonize the Israelis. Either way, you diminish the chance of peace. You don't make peace with devils. You make peace with people like you, who you more or less accept as people like you.